Bring you the latest on the Uniform Civil Code bill. It's much talked about, everybody has an opinion on it. But on TBC, let's bring you some basic facts. How exactly does this bill change the current laws? Arunima explains.
One of the most talked about provisions in the Uttarakhand Civil Code bill is the provision on live-in relationship. Between section 378 and 384, there are various provisions that have been brought in for live-in couples in Uttarakhand. First, it elaborates on who can register and why registration is required. So all couples in Uttarakhand who are in live-in relationship will have to register. There will be a designated registrar for this purpose, and there will be a designated format. So they'll have to fill up that form, give their identity details, where they are living, details about their family, etc. Essentially informing the local authorities that here is a couple which is not married and they are living together, and this has to be within 1 month of them getting into a relationship. So what does the registrar do next? The registrar has been given the option of going and personally checking if the couple there at the address given are indeed staying. Then he can ascertain if any of the two partners are a minor or any of the two partners are married or not. If the registrar feels that there is a minor or a married person involved, he can inform the local police station, and local police station can then take action to prosecute either of the two. So the first criticism that is coming in, if two adults are living together, why should the state get into it and why should they be made liable for any kind of criminal prosecution? There are arguments being made that it is possible that out of the two adults, one could be in the process of getting a divorce or could be in an unhappy marriage. If the other partner is aware of it and there are two consenting adults in a live-in relationship, why should the state, why should the police get into it? So what happens next? Once the registrar goes and carries out this inquiry and ascertains whether anybody in the partnership is a minor or a married person or is part of the prohibited list. There's a prohibited list of people also given in the Uniform Civil Code, people who are having common ancestry or people who are in some kind of a in-law relationship. So in that prohibited list also, the registrar can ascertain what is the kind of equation that the live-in partners have. Then, like I said, they have to do all of this within a month. If the registrar finds out that this has not been intimated within a month, or that false information of any kind has been provided by the live-in couple, then that opens them up for criminal prosecution as well. Now here is the next criticism. There are a lot of couples who flee from their home because their parents or their family members do not give consent to them to live together or to get married, and if they then have to tell the local authorities about their identity, will they not be opening themselves up to harassment from the opposing families? That's the next criticism that is coming in. Fourth, interfaith couples. Often interfaith couples to escape again family pressure change their names. The two consenting adults are aware, but they change their names just because of the societal pressure. Will giving a changed name then also open them up for criminal prosecution under this code? So there are a lot of criticism that is coming in, but there are some on the floor of the Uttarakhand Assembly also. They have argued that this is a progressive step. Their arguments are that live-in relationship, especially in cities, is becoming more common, and there has to be some kind of protection given. Shraddha Walker's case from Delhi, where the girl was murdered, her body chopped off into pieces by her live-in boyfriend, by her live-in partner. That case is cited by all of these people who are in favor of the draft UCC bill and its provision on live-in. They argue that if the local police is aware, if the local registrar, the local authorities are aware, then this kind of incident can be avoided. There will be some fear of law of getting caught by the police that will ensure that such cases do not happen.